Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oops. Remind me later. Okay, so hello guys. After I don't know, like about 1 month of not uploading, this is gonna be I think the second video I'm gonna be uploading, and I'm doing it on my laptop. So for today, I'm gonna be giving you something which is basics to Figma. Now, for those who don't know what's Figma, let's just open Google and ask them. Here you got this. Figma. Search Figma. Figma is a leading collaborative tool. So maybe you know Canva, this application over here, or website. It's basically like this, but more advanced. Now there are two ways you could use Figma, which is Figma on the website, like here. Over here, as you can see, there's Figma on the website, but today I'm gonna be using Figma on the laptop or as an application. So, how to get the application? Sorry if it's a bit noisy. So, first of all, search Figma download. You might want to. Okay. Now, if this shows up this smart recaptcha that's just disturbing us in this video, press this. It should work. Now, press this. And then, depending on your laptop and your speed of Wi-Fi, well, it could work for all. Here are some font installers where you can search for fonts, or the mobile app where you can edit on your phone, or the desktop app. Now, since I'm using my laptop, so I would use a desktop app. Now, this could vary on your laptop. You could use Mac OS, or Windows ARM, or whatever this is, since I don't know. Or maybe for some Apple, you could use some iOS. Now, download it. After that, turn on the installer. Then you'd have Figma. Over here, Figma app. Open. Over here. Now, this is private so you can't see it. But check out the home first. The home page. Now, I'm using bright so you guys can see. So, over here, just wait it to load. So, we've got new design file. So we could make a new page. So this is one page, this is two page. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now there are three options here. It is recently viewed, or the last one we just the last one we opened, or we recently opened. Shared files, which is files that somebody shared to us, I think, and shared projects, or projects that's not only us that we're using. Like over here, which is latihan. So this is for training. Now sometimes it does take like a long time to load. So over here now we're starting on the basics. Now if you guys don't like this bright one, you go here and you go to quick actions. Now you can search for light. Now use light mode. Or if you don't like the light mode, you can use dark. Use dark mode, which makes it dark. But now since we're recording, so it'd be better to use light mode. Use light mode. Now over here, this is our cursor over here. Now we can choose from two, which is move. Which, for example, let's just take a bit of this. Now we want to move it. Press V over here. Press the V button. After that, bring it around. You can move it anywhere you want. Now you might not see it moving, so maybe do a bit of this. Change the color so you guys can see that there's a difference over here. So here, it's moving. See, this is moving over it. Now, okay, I'll delete these two squares. Actually, bring one. Now, what's the second tool that is usually used at Figma? Which is scale, or using K. Now, sometimes the people who don't know how to use Figma would use something like this. to scale their thing. But if we use an image or we upload an image, let's go say carousel thumbnail that I made recently. Okay, so now we have this. I'll try to resize it with this. It doesn't make it look good, see? It just resizes the image inside it. Now how do we resolve this problem? We could press K. Now I would recommend you guys to learn the shortcuts like here. Move is V. So and scale is K. So we can use K. After that, as you can see, the cursor oops, I'm sorry. The cursor would change. If we're not using K or axis, the cursor would be okay, can't see that. It would be one arrow facing both ways. But if we use K, it would be an arrow with another layer of whatever that is. Now, if we don't use K or V, okay, if we use V, the the picture would destroy itself. If we use K, it would size as far as we go. So as you can see, now we're done with the physics of cursor. So you can delete this and go to V. Now next, we're gonna be going to frame. So we've got these. We've got a tic-tac-toe, which is frame. We've got a section, and we've got slice. So first of all, I'll start with frame. Now if we press frame, we can just now the frame we could choose from a lot of options as phones over here, tablet, desktop, presentation, watch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Paper, social media, Figma community, and archive. Now, social media. Let's go take Instagram posts since it's cool. So over here we've got an Instagram post. Maybe you want to make it wider, just like before. But now we're gonna be focusing on not making it that wide. So this is an Instagram post. Now you guys might be wondering, what is the use of this thing? Now to know what's the use of this thing, we'd skip this section for now and go to this section first. We'll come back to this later. Not delete this. We've got shapes. Now, remember these shortcuts to make your life easier. So, R is for rectangle. As you can see, it would be a plus. Now, if you click when it's a plus, it would show a rectangle that's 100 by 100 by size. Now, same as for sizing, you can use scale, which is K, or you can use V to manually scale it. Or if you don't want to use K, you can use Shift and bring the corner here. It doesn't work on sideways. Okay, wait, it does. So if you're too lazy to press K, like here, so you can hold Shift and change the size. Now, well, as you can see, this is basically all the shapes. We've got rectangle, line, arrow, ellipse, polygon, star, and also place image or video. Now, to place image or video, we can also do something like this. Press this, then go here, and then drop an image or choose an image from your files. Now, you guys might be wondering, what is this thing? What the flip is this thing? Now, why is this changing when I move this around? So let's just change this from hex to RGB. RGB would make your life easier, I think, since I don't actually use RGB. Yeah, not a problem, I mean. Now, uh, now we've got this. It's red color. Now you might want to change it. You can change it by manually dragging it over here to the place that you want. And you can also change the selection of colors by changing this slider and changing the transparency with this slider. Or you can change it with this, with numbers. The higher you go, the more right this will go. 10. See? It goes right, left. So say 100. 100's over here. 83. Try the 102. Now this will change this slider. How about this? It will change up and down probably 100. See, it goes more to the left. Well, but I'd recommend you to use uh, hex since it looks more simpler and it has this hex code. I can move it like this. Now over here we've got something else here. Stroke. Now stroke is basically outline. Oh yeah, and you can also change the scaling over here. Maybe you want 50 to be exact. See, it's 50 times 100. Now you can also change the rotation by going at the corner and then rotating it, or and you can also use shift to help you rotate it specifically. See, close it, or you can use this 90. Oh, it doesn't change. 30. See, it changes. And now finally this is roundness. Let's say 10. Now 104 I mean. So now it make it like super round. You can also change the radius of the roundness like this. You can make sure how much roundness do you want or do you need for your project. Now, okay, controls it. Okay, make it open again. 0. Now, stroke. What is stroke? Stroke is the outline. We can change it if we want the outline and the inside in the center. So, what does inside, center, and outside mean? Let's say inside is inside the border. Center is through the center of the border. And outside is outside of the border. You can change the thickness of it by dragging this or changing the number. And you can also change uh, which side do you need it to be at. So you can make it big, small, and sometimes you can just uh, make it invisible to help you edit. But we're not going to be learning about that. Now, effects. We've got 4 effects over it. No, over 4 effects. We've got inner shadow. So inner shadow is it will make it it will make it have an effect that it's going inside. Like as you can see over here, if we change the background page to a darker color, no red color maybe. After that, put a stroke. See, the inner shadow would be thicker, but sometimes you cannot really see it, as you can see. So maybe we could add the opacity to 50. Now it could be seen clearer. Now let's go check to the next one. Drop shadow. Drop shadow is a shadow under it. So before this is going in, now this is above and there's a shadow under it. Now next we've got to layer blur. So as the name suggests, it just makes it blurry. And background blur, maybe I don't really understand background blur yet. So yeah. Now, as I said before, wait one last time. Control C, Control V. That's how you copy stuff. Okay. Now we've got these two stuff. Now we want to combine it. Maybe some people would use Control G or Control Group, but it's Control Group, but it's still two different sprites, as two different vectors. And how do you combine them? Now Control Z. Okay. Control backspace. That's how you delete the group. Now shift on these two. Now this would show up. You can choose union selection, subtract selection, intersect selection, and exclude selection. So union selection would combine both of them into one. As you can see over here, it's only one. Now, uh, wait, give me a second. Okay, there you go. We've got this. Now that we've got, oh, we can have subtract selection. So sometimes it would subtract the one. It would use the one under above to subtract the one under or cover it. As you can see, it's gone. Now we'll try intersect. Now it would only show the part that's intersecting or touching or each other is touching. Now Control Z that. Now exclude. Now differences of this, the one that's touching would disappear. Now okay, Control Z. Now just we'll change this color for the next thing about this thing over here. As I said, frame before. So we're not going to be using selection or slice since it's going to be too hard. So frame is the very basic thing that you need in here. So let's go take Instagram post. 1,800 times 1,800. Now we've got this inside. And also this inside. And now this color is the same, so we'll change it. So here, this would make it disappear. Normally, it would be outside, right? Like this. But now we're gonna put it inside. Now it disappears when it passes the border, like right over here. See, it disappears. It just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, so that's how you make designs. Like over here. Let me go to my design first. Over here. So this one, flat tire. Now, if we check out this, see, it should be taller, right? If you guys can see, like a lot taller. But because I use frame, it's only that big. It doesn't go bigger. Or maybe a better example over here. So, motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. Good motivation, guys. Good quotes. So over here. Now, normally, this would be bigger than the frame. But because I've made it inside the frame, it doesn't go outside the frame borders. So that's the use of frame. Now, back to the lesson. Now, delete these two and three. Next, we'll use pen. So, pen. We've got two things over here. Pen and pencil. So, pen. Pen is you click one and then you go here. It will 100% make straight lines. Like right over here, I'm making straight lines. See? A lot of straight lines. You can combine the straight lines like this. Then over here, combine. Let's combine it here. Then here, then goes here. After that, you can make a stroke for it. So people can actually see it. You can sometimes fill it. See? It's filled up. Yeah, like that. And you can also make the inside, outside, inside, center. Yeah. So that's pencil. That's pen. Now under it we have pencil. Pencil is basically for drawing. See? Now we would maybe draw a heart and automatically smoothen it out to make it better. Or we'll draw whatever I'm making now. A maze, I guess. Now I can draw a maze over here. Enters here, then goes over here, then goes here, then goes here, then reaches the end. Yeah, so that's pen and pencil. Now, people would usually use pen because if you use pencil, like, try to make a circle here. Let's go zoom. See, it doesn't actually touch. Now, to make it actually touch, double click it, press 1, press P for pen, and after that, connect it. Now you can make a fill it. Now you can fill it. But before, if we didn't do that, we couldn't fill it. It's just gonna be empty over here. So done. Finish with the pen and pencil. Now this is the last text. Text. Well, it's basic. Text or text. Is this how you write it? I think it is. Writing. Yeah, basically, I'm bad at spelling. Writing. Is this correct? Okay, let's just say it's correct. So this is how you write. You just press T or use the button over here, then write something. Now maybe the size is not perfection. You want to make it bigger for your design, like over here, like this is like huge, right? 547 times 271. So we can use scale over here to make it smaller. So I guess that's all for today's video. Thank you for listening to me. Sorry if there's a few mistakes throughout the video. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.